Good afternoon, this is DJJohnny at JDM FM, and today I'm back at Thelwall. I just love this place. Today I'm going to have a quick look at Chaigley School, which used to be something else, and I'm also going to look at the Little Manor, which used to be something else. Let's go and explore. So I'm here at Chaigley School. Now Chaigley School is an interesting school. It's residential and it's for kids who have emotional and behavioural difficulties. It's a perfect place for them to come here in a beautiful surroundings in Thelwall, which is not far from Warrington. It was here since 1946, but before 1946 it was something else. It was a house in its own right. Let's go and have a look at it. So this is Chaigley School. Now Chaigley School has been here since 1946, but before then this building was built in 1775 and it was the home of John Stanton. Yes, the guy who owned the powder mill, the gunpowder factory at Thelwall. It was his house, and it was his house and his family. They owned it for something like 150 years. They lived in this house, long time. Now the Stantons are really good benefactors of Thelwall. They've done lots of things for Thelwall. They've helped the church and other things in the village. They also owned another residential place over the road. Let's go and have a look at it. So this is the other house that John Stanton decided to buy. It's the house which is opposite the road from Greenfield over there, and this is the house that he bought. Now he bought this house really for the eldest son when he got married, so he could come and live here just over the road from where his father lived, and they could work with the gunpowder factory together because he also worked in the gunpowder factory. Anyway, so that was the story of the Stantons. The Stantons lived here for something like over 100 years and really, as I said before, good benefactors of Thelwall. But before the Stantons were here, this house was built in 1642. Now, there's a story that the house was built for one of Oliver Cromwell's generals. Remember the Civil War? Yeah, Oliver Cromwell and all that. Well, he was round here, of course, and one of these generals decided to buy this property and live here with his maid. Well, you know, it's all right and well and good, but they lived here for I don't know how long, very happily together. But one day they got fed up with each other, and the general decided he wanted to split from the maid. The maid hated it. She didn't want that at all. She killed him. Can you imagine that? She killed the general. Oh my gosh. Anyway, she killed this general, and then she came out here and she hung herself. And she hung herself on one of these trees. Well, I don't know if the trees are still here, but it was a fir tree in the driveway of this hotel, or this house as it was there. How sad. How really sad. Can't believe it. However, we really think the house was probably built for William Percival, who was a fantastic guy and lived again in Thelwall. This was his house. He did all sorts of things. He was a surveyor, he was a gardener, but he was also one of the helpers of the Pickering family, who were the lords of the manor at the time. He really was quite influential at that time, and obviously he bought this lovely property here, and he had this house for something like 100 years. Long time. Of course, he died, but other people must have been there in the meantime. When William Percival lived here, he called it Percival's. Makes sense, the family of the Percivals, they all lived here for a long time. But then when the Stantons moved in, they decided to change the name, and they called it The Cottage. Oh, a lovely name, which stuck for many years until the 1980s. So that's the story of Chaigley School, which of course before Chaigley School used to be John Stanton's house. John Stanton and his family also had the other house over the road, which is now called Little Manor, but it's had lots of names over the years. Percival's when William Percival owned it, and then later on it became the cottage when the Stantons owned it, and now it's of course it's called Little Manor. Whoa, amazing. Had all those strange stories about murder and all sorts of things like that. Dearly me, what a story. Anyway, whatever you're doing, hope you have this time, and see you again very, very soon. Bye.